All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for Atlanta News First Plus. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi. It was pretty cold this morning and expected to stay cold as we go through the day today and into tomorrow morning. This morning we had frost on windshields. It was a hard freeze this morning, in fact, and that will continue into tomorrow as well. Needless to say, you are going to need the coat. You'll need the jacket today. This morning, you needed a little extra time, and I would also consider that for tomorrow morning just to account for some of the frost that could be on your windshield. You also need the sunglasses. Lots of sunshine out there right now that will continue through the day today. Here's a look at temperatures currently. This is just after 10 o'clock. If you're watching this a little bit later, of course, it'll be warmer than that, but very cold with temperatures generally in the low to mid 30s. We'll stay in the 30s through about 10 o'clock, so about right now, and then we'll have temperatures climb into the 40s around noon, low 40s. Some of our suburbs still very well in the upper 30s at noon, and today temperatures topping out only in the mid to upper 40s. Will gradually cool through the night as well. Temperatures in the low 40s at 6. If you have any evening plans tonight, any holiday parties, going to see some Christmas lights tonight, you'll need to bundle up, keep those coats with you. High temperatures area-wide today. For everyone, we're talking mid to upper 40s. 45 in Canton, 48 in Atlanta, 47 in Covington, 49 in LaGrange, 46 in Helen, 49 in Eatonton. Very similar to yesterday. Won't be near as breezy. Now that the cold air has settled in, our temperatures, or our wind rather, is starting to relax, and that will be the case throughout the afternoon today. Here's a look at that Christmas light viewing forecast. Speaking of, lots of opportunity to go out and about. We have the Botanical Gardens. Marietta Square is lit up beautifully. I'm sure some of your neighborhoods look great. Dixie Motor Speedway also open in Woodstock. Temperatures will drop into the upper 30s to near 40 around 8 o'clock. And then beyond that, we are only in the 30s, mid to upper 30s around 10. So again, if you're in the car, you'll need to turn the heat on in the car. But if you're out and about, just make sure that you have all of your layers handy and ready to go, because it is going to be quite a cold evening. Now tomorrow, if you do have to go to work, I know a lot of people are off for the week, but if you're up and at it tomorrow morning, you'll want to give yourself a little extra time, giving it the yellow light tomorrow morning. Temperatures again in the 20s to near 30, so it'll be just about the same as this morning. If you stepped out the door this morning early, you know good and well it was very cold, very frosty. We are looking at the potential for frost again tomorrow, so you'll see frost in the grass, more than likely on your car windshields as well, so give yourself a few extra minutes. Don't run late. There's nothing like running late and then having a sheet of ice on your windshield. It is the worst, so we're preparing you for it now. And then tomorrow afternoon, it'll be chilly with a lot of sunshine with a high near 50 degrees. Here's a look at the highs area-wide. Upper 40s for some spots. Not all of us will touch 50, but most of us making it to that 50-degree mark tomorrow afternoon, which is still below the average of 55. However, we will gradually warm up just in time for the holiday. So Tuesday is Christmas Eve. We'll wake up generally in the low to mid 30s, and then highs Tuesday afternoon will top out in the mid to upper 50s. We'll start to see an increase in cloud cover as well. That'll really start Monday night. And that'll keep our temperatures, rather than plummeting below freezing into the 20s, holding us more so in the low to mid 30s on Tuesday morning. And we'll hold on to partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid to upper 50s for Christmas Eve. Christmas morning will be in the low 40s, maybe a few of us in the upper 30s, highs in the mid 50s, so just a touch warmer than where we have been the last couple of days. It'll be chilly. Not necessarily going to be super cold, so if you're hoping for a cold Christmas, if you're hoping for a white Christmas, unfortunately not going to be the case for us, of course. Wednesday, also Hanukkah, so if you're celebrating Hanukkah, then that's a look at your forecast for that day as well. Now, even though we're not going to look at a chance for anything wintry and fun, we will watch for a chance for rain on Wednesday night. Models have been struggling with the timing of this. Some model runs have been bringing this in closer to about 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Now it's looking later and later that we could experience some rain, so this more than likely won't have an impact much on your holiday unless you're planning on having Christmas dinner with family and staying out a little bit later. But a few showers possible Wednesday night. We'll stay unsettled late week. We'll have a few upper level disturbances kind of roll on through that could pick up enough moisture to generate a few showers, especially Wednesday night and Thursday. And then Friday, another front will start to approach. That could increase our coverage of rain to about 30%. Models, again, kind of struggling with late week because of a couple things. Not only do we have a very progressive upper level pattern, we also have a wedge that might build in. And so when those two things battle each other, that definitely throws the models out of whack and ultimately makes it a little more difficult to forecast, especially when you're 5-6 days out. So just know, as we're going into the end of this upcoming week, there are some question marks, a lot of things to be penciled in. But it does look like we'll trend cooler, potentially with that wedge building in. And then just with how progressive our upper level pattern is, it looks like we'll at least stay unsettled with about 20 to 30% coverage of rain starting Wednesday night all the way into the start of next weekend. For today, all about the cold and the sunshine. Temperatures topping out in the upper 40s today, some mid 40s as well. Waking up to another hard freeze tomorrow. A lot of us will wake up in the 20s, near 30 in the city of Atlanta. Frost will be likely, so give yourself that extra time tomorrow morning to get that frost off your windshield. And then Monday, we'll have a high near 50 degrees. We'll wake up in the low to mid 30s Christmas morning or Christmas Eve morning, highs in the upper 50s. And then we'll introduce a small rain chance for Christmas night. Otherwise, a pretty chilly day starting in the low 40s, highs in the mid 50s. Definitely not cold. That's very close to average for this time of year. And then we'll stay unsettled late week with temperatures cooling back into the low 50s Friday and Saturday, as we'll watch for maybe a wedge to build in along with a couple weather systems trying to move on through the southeast. So overall, not a terrible looking 7-day forecast, no first alert weather days. So that essentially means no super impactful weather for you. And we'll just be grateful that we don't have a crazy rainy or stormy Christmas and Hanukkah holiday, 2 holidays in one day. So at least the weather's going to cooperate for us. I know a lot of you probably were hoping for something a little different, but we'll try again next year. Overall, a pretty nice week with chilly temperatures hanging around and no significant rain chances as of right now. All right, everyone, I hope you make it a wonderful Sunday. Stay warm. It's going to be quite cold today and tomorrow. And I hope you make it a wonderful holiday and make it a wonderful Sunday. And we'll catch you here next time.